your goddamn life. I say, so you basically just telling me you need to be led. You long to be led.
Yeah,
So how the fuck you gonna
it
take
ain't
your
nothing other way. And that bitch said some truth today, but without they always talk about me from an angle, just like Lord A said, and this bitch don't know me at all. She was like, that's your problem. You just want a woman to be quiet and not say nothing and this, that, and the next and just take your I said, yeah. I said, but what you're missing is I'm not on no dictator shit. I done most of the women that I've ever fucked with, even baby mama, all three of them, done got over, especially Shauna, nigga, got 30, 40 times of us talking 4, 5, 6 hours worth of time, bro. You don't do that if a nigga just like what you saying. You dig? You ain't able to have them extended conversations and get into all that if I'm just, bitch, I don't want to hear that shit. Bitch, shut the fuck up, ho. Just me, ho. That's a real narcissist, a nigga who just talk about himself and don't, bro. I be listening to these hoes. If they ain't making sense and they're pitiful, that's when I start talking. Like, bitch, what you say you did? I asked that young hoe, I said, what's the nigga who done you right? Bro, this says it all, Tanner. You know this bitch say, yeah,
uh-huh.
Black, he was about 3 years older than me. He showed me how to drive and all type of shit. I said, so what happened to him? I fucked up. I did something I shouldn't have done. I said, bro, what the hell you did? I backdoored him and fucked his friend and had a child. That was my first. I said, yeah, that's why you in the position you in. That nigga sending you karma back around. You had 4 more kids with a thug ass nigga after the first nigga. She said, and this is what let me know these hoes ain't worth a damn. I said, what the first baby dad? Oh, he in prison, but he a great father. I said, huh? She said, yeah, and even in prison, he stand on business. I said, I need you to call my baby mama because I'm out and doing shit for my children. She give me head. Your nigga locked up and you say he stand on business? What
Nigga
diaper
still
has he changed?
afraid.
What diaper has he changed? What school recital has he been to? Like, what are you talking about? Stand on business in prison? And doing better than the niggas on the turf, bro.
Hey man, some niggas get in jail and they know how to get that motion. I guess that nigga make more money in jail than he did on the street, cause that's what it sound like to me. It just sound like he
That
supporting
bitch
from
work at
jail.
Clippers, man, where I work at, and was working there way before I got there, and act like she gotta work there. So I don't know about that. He might get an emotion. The motion ain't getting in her ocean though. Yeah.
Right. He might just be able to goddamn throw some money and help pay some bills.
He must be able to FaceTime or something. How do you call a nigga a great father in prison? Like, I'm just saying, like,
Them hoes don't accumulate that shit to then outside of money, bro. And then if it start getting money, that's why I say all this shit subjective what these hoes be talking about. Y'all talk about, oh, these Cannon got kids, all these different women. Future got kids with all these. I say, bro, you heard one hoe complain, and that was the bitch who act like all these other bitches around here. The
that's what I was
bitch
about to say.
seen what was going on goddamn social media.
I
And
ain't
she
heard of
was mad.
none.
And she wanted to put out this persona about this nigga. So she did and ran with that shit. She done went and took her kid and down there and just let the internet call that nigga's son and all this shit. So you know what type of bitch that is. I say you don't hear not one of Nick Cannon baby mama saying shit.
That's what I was about to say. Like,
I say so that shit was about being took care of, bro. Them folks be trying to say, yeah, as long as these hoes got some money in their pocket, they don't give a fuck because the shouty call that nigga a great daddy just because that nigga can go over there. But we already done established that bitch dumb as fuck. So
that nigga sent that nigga back in
counsel.
them goddamn who done it, nigga, and why. And you talking about he a great father, nigga? I go buy my child some new shoes out of Walmart right quick before I goddamn do some shit like that, nigga.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing even about it. Like, she's stupid. boy, that bitch think that's why she trying to keep making shit up to make herself mad or make herself feel like, oh yeah, she really gonna make us. The only way that hoe gonna work is she gonna try to make herself hate me, bro. But that bitch gonna go through it when I'm gone, bro. That bitch about to go through it, bro. And she know it, but she trying to goddamn make shit worse by bringing up, and she know she can't have these conversations with me in my face. So she doing it while she out of town.
Oh, but I despise
I
that.
don't give a fuck
Call
how
me
many
shit.
niggas or whatever nigga around there wooing your ass up to say whatever. I say, until that nigga had to deal, I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. I say, until that nigga had to deal with you on a day-to-day basis, I don't give a fuck about none one of these niggas talking about. I say, that shit means nothing to me. I say, that's why when this shit do end, I'm on to myself, bro. I'm not no woman. We don't even think alike. I'm not motherfucking going trying to replace no dumbass bitch with another one of these dumbass bitches. I say that's the difference between men and women. That's why you keep going your life. You got high turnover rate like UPS when it come to men. Because you keep going from one man to the next. That show you who the real prize is out here. And you love subtweeting and talking shit about men. And talk about, well, I could be taken to the next level by somebody else because of...
What are you talking about, man? Why you need somebody the next level? You done gave a nigga your baby. You done gave a nigga a baby.
Do that. When you back in this house doing shit that you ain't had to do in almost 2 years, you will understand my purpose around here. On top of what I hear.
Oh my God! When that car go out, when that furnace or this or that or this,
that motherfucker panicked when it froze. She thought she had a whole leak. I went over there, looked at the thing. I said, "Oh, these folks just left the water on." Turned it off. That bitch was crying. Oh my God! I got busted pipes. My house is gonna flood. I was like, "No." I say the reason this water coming out because this thing cracked. The plastic splitter, it cracked. I turned it off. She was like, oh my God. That bitch was crying and everything, bro.
Bro, I know the bitch you got is very temperamental. Like, I've only heard a little bit of her actual words, but if I put together everything you told me, you're raising this bitch, bro. I mean, but
no,
she's a defiant child.
That's why I say your baby daddy didn't teach you a motherfucking thing, bro. Didn't teach you a thing. At least I can say, me and Jasmine have certain conversations. She be like, oh no, I already know that. Just so, even when I'm telling her about these niggas, she was like, I know. She say, hell, I done seen you deal with these niggas before. I done seen how niggas can be. And I listen when you talk. I say at least for other hoes, bro, this bitch, bro, any nigga coming after me is getting in a very, very peculiar situation. Because the bitch is gonna be more docile than she ever was. Or shit, even with this bitch, she gonna put her best foot forward for a nigga who can act halfway like I do. She gonna put her best foot forward. Like, and hey, I'm totally okay with that shit.
Bro.
Because that bitch ain't nothing to do with me no more. I didn't get to be straight.
Let's think about this. If she run into a nigga like Shawty homegirl, this nigga was a teacher. She tell her mama, and this is what she told Kid, that she only date guys that make over 100,000. Now this is a divorcee, twins that's like 8 or 9, big ass alien head niggas. I hope they grow into their shit. They look like they mama, and that's not a good thing. Like, she ain't ugly, but they just some weird looking little boys. You know, it is what it is right now. She be having them skint ball faded all the way out, so their head just protrude, nigga. But the point is, one of the niggas that wasn't the 100,000 nigga told her, you need to be more mindful of the men you entertain and da 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 da. She cut that nigga off. Cause some niggas be keeping it funky on these hoes. Like, they really do have standards, and you letting a bitch live and succeed with the fact that she don't even have her child, and that bitch ain't and no type. She ain't running from the feds. She ain't got like, why don't you have your child, bro? What real reason? And you're taking trips. You're doing things as if you don't have a child, and I bet that's how she orchestrates her life. Because if she's subtweeting all day about niggas and how niggas want her and all this other shit, what is she saying about being an unfit mother? I wonder how many posts she has on how she's.
No, that shit cool online because they call it, oh, mothers need a break. And that's what I told her. I said, I grew up in the era where it was no breaks. The fuck is you talking about? You calling a nigga a good daddy because you can get your son out your hair. And let's analyze this. Are you a good mama? You put your son in that situation so you can have some type of freedom.
I guarantee you.
He was gone this long, and I felt like, damn, we could have at least been on a vacation together or something by now. I was like, shout it. You work, I work. We have shit going the fuck on. Who gives a fuck about a vacation when you coming back home to shit?
Kevin Samuels talked about these hoes wanting to go on vacation all the goddamn time, and that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He talked about.
And I told the motherfucker, the trips you take, you chose to take them with your friends. I said, we talked about what we was gonna do. That shit, you let your friend come in and say, well, we gonna try to take you to Puerto Rico for your birthday. Ain't no other man coming. So you did stop that. I say first and foremost, I say I still ain't forgot that show. Yeah, she get real quiet and look real bashful when I bring that up. I say we planned on doing shit. We planned shit. And your friend came along and said they taking you to Puerto Rico for your birthday and you abandoned all the plans. I say, every time I bring that up, you have nothing to say. I say, just imagine me doing that to you, bro, and how distraught you would have played like you would. You would have used that shit against me as grounds to break up.
Bro, it wasn't nothing to break up. You have a situationship. That's not a real basis relationship on, like, I ain't never heard in none of the time you talk to me express some type of deep ass heartfelt feelings. I ain't never.
The motherfucker was cool. We ended up here off of thinking I was dealing with somebody totally different than the person I'm dealing with.
No, I think you gave this bitch a chance because of the circumstance, and you may have ignored shit because you ain't even really think you were gonna get this far.
I wasn't even around her. That's the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't think you were gonna get this far.
Bitch and put some shit out there. The way we talk, like you was talking about, motherfucker that been on the phone 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, and it was just casual conversation. Niggas wasn't even talking about fucking. We go eat. When we finally started fucking, we go eat. We have conversation. We get to fucking. All that shit changed when I got in the house with that hoe. Once I seen how she actually lived and how she actually done shit was totally opposite of the way she spoke online.
Listen, okay, there we go. That was your flag. It was planted whenever you seen the portrayal and image she showcased is, boy, if I could do a study, I know they doing one, of how people, since why the internet and social media has been so hard for me, bro, is because I knew people in real life. I see them post, and then I know the shit they posting ain't real life. Like, look, the bitch who was dating Lil Jon older brother, and I was knocking her off in her apartments and in my mom apartments at the time, in the car, outside the car. I don't think I hit her in the apartment. And she had an apartment. Like, we would go to her house. But she still asked me to go rob this nigga house and told me the gate code and really broke it down with me. This bitch went, I'm gonna show you the level of craziness. This bitch went to what is the CSI people that know how to do all that shit, and basically she wanted to learn how to kill a nigga and get away with it. So she went through 2 years of goddamn school and became certified as whatever them people is. But my point to that is, one night I was over there, that nigga hadn't been around in months. And the next day I get up and go on, just get on Facebook, and it's a goddamn thing of roses, and it's saying he's still thinking about his number one and this, that, and the next. And I'm like, I'm seeing, that's one example, but I'm seeing this all over. The first time I seen Holly Fletcher on Facebook, I was like, who? This a nigga with, oh my God. What the fuck?
Right.
When I seen Clayshia Hogan, what the fuck? Somebody want this bit? Oh my God.
But we used to call that one fishy. I seen that boy Anwar again last night at the store. That boy said, oh, that boy got on them fold, goddamn. I say, but this nigga here, bro. I say, this nigga here. What the fuck is going on, bro?
What's really?
You got them fold on, boy. But this ain't high school, boy. What the hell you talking about?
But this is just clothes, man. Calm down.
That nigga was having, but you was able to kick them hoes when they drop, or when you had to get them hoes from StockX or something. I like, nah.
Yeah, he's stuck.
For me. He was like, oh man, there you got the whole goddamn mind for you.
He's stuck. He's stuck. Yep. Hey, I say this. I'm recording, nigga. I say this on camera. It's a lot of niggas that's doing financially better than us because they stuck and they living a life of not really doing what they want and nothing like that too in another realm, but they got to keep up a persona. They still in that same persona that some of our girls, a lot of the girls who wasn't getting no play, this is they high school, college days now.
Right.
Now niggas want to fuck them. They done grew into themselves. Like, you remember that black, dark skin Kim?
Which one?
That I used to fuck with. She went to the Clay and she was just younger than her.
I think I know who you're talking about.
She ended up moving to the east side. But this one the first bitch to tell me. I had two firsts with this bitch for sure. I was still at Patrick Henry, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching goddamn Stewart, ESPN, midday. And that bitch said I told her I couldn't come with a bitch sucking dick. And she took that as a real challenge. And this bitch hands was motherfucking when you get in the water too long and goddamn they been under water, how your fingers get.
Mm.
Bro, I'm sitting there watching Sports Center while this bitch continue to try to suck dick for an hour. This in real time. 1 hour elapsed. The second first with this bitch, I used to hit this bitch on the sofa arm downstairs, the one closest to the column by the bathroom. That bitch told me one time, "Are you going through something?" You don't slow down or do anything like it's romantic. I said, listen, that's not what this is. This is mutton. This ain't, girl, come on with the games, man. That bitch told me to take it down a notch. I said, listen, you don't like what we got going on around here. You welcome to go back to where you come from. I didn't start it. Only the niggas who used to fuck virgins, and I like to talk to them niggas. The niggas who used to take bitches' virginity. I'm sure there's niggas out here who took 30, 40 bitches' virginity and didn't give a fuck about a bitch. Bitches need to hear how niggas care about them, bro. They don't. The way you talked about if a woman ain't getting money from a nigga, they don't care. If niggas not fucking you, and some niggas who are fucking you don't give a fuck about you. But when a nigga ain't fucking you, boy, the level of not giving a fuck about you, oh, it's skyrocketing. That shit get, boy, that shit flying like, soaring like an eagle, nigga. I know niggas who could help they old bitch. They not. The moment you get new dick in you, it's over with for a lot of niggas. Just hear what it is.
Right.
You out there. It's also that's the animalistic shit that I know that's real in me, bro. Like, I'm territorial. I'm not jealous of no man. You get it? If you get what I'm saying, like, I done been in the presence of just even being at the gas station where I know these are men, manly men. You dig what I'm talking about?
Right.
But I still hold my own amongst these men. Okay, I see you, bro. But
right.
That's where it get into competition. Like, if you want what I want, how bad do I want it? How bad do you want it? And then, what you trying to do about this bitch? Or thing, or whatever the fuck. Like, that's really what it's supposed to be. But bitches.
Oh shit, look at God. This damn check engine light just popped back on. Oh yeah, that shit gonna be on when she get back home.
Hey man. Hey man. On film, hey, you need to be sitting that bitch in the driveway and revving that bitch as hard as you. Sit in the driveway and push that engine to the limit, nigga.
I'll be like, that shit was working before I
left. But, hey, you ain't this cold-blooded to go get no sugar in the gas tank. You ain't that cold, nigga, to really do a jammy jam. Oh my God.
Oh, she know that thing got a slow leak. That goddamn that radiator got a slow leak in it. Why I drain that shit. I drain all the rest of that shit, but let that hoe dry that shit. But that engine gonna do the Ziggler Wiggler. Thing just lock up. Like, I be wanting it. It be crazy. That shit be in my mind. I don't do that shit to these hoes. Just cause I know I wouldn't waste no bad karma on this dog ass bitch. Like, I want that shit to be worthwhile. Like, if I'm about to goddamn get like a couple of months of bad luck for doing bad shit, I want that shit to be wasted on me. Like stealing some old people retirement or something. Not no dog ass bitch.
I respect that.
Like, I don't want no bad karma from no dog, cause she gonna get it herself anyway. Cause it's just the way you moving. That's the only reason I don't be doing that to these hoes. I see the way they be moving. Like Caleb mama. That bitch was in the same / worse situation than what she was with me. It was her higher years, and I know she think about that shit. And you thought shit was just so bad between us, and you look back, them some of the best years of your life. Like, how humbling is that? Like, how humbling is that? A lot of these hoes gonna look back like, yeah, we didn't have everything, but when we did have some, we definitely enjoyed it. And
no, man, I'ma say.
Hoes be moving. I know these hoes ain't gonna be getting that good, cause she don't deserve that good.
I'ma say it on film, bro. I'ma say it, bro. I'ma just speak for myself, but I'm sure you can concur. If we was really not chosen and good niggas, we would have been left with the first bitch that we ever gave a fuck about, and we'll be stuck on her, and we'll never been able to know nothing about a bitch doing us right, treating us good, talking to us the way we want. Like, even though the whole of it ain't been what we want, we still have experienced some shit that niggas will never experience really. Um,
Right.
and yeah, it's been them bitches' fault. They didn't stay the way that made us love them, that made us care about them. Real talk, whatever your wife did, and I'm gonna go back to Psycho. I'm gonna go back to Jessica. I'm gonna go back to certain bitches that, regardless of how shit, even Shauna, even I went Tara. I didn't spend a lot of time with her for real, for real. But
Mm-hmm.
the time I did, bro, these motherfuckers made me feel like wasn't nothing else important to them in the world, bro. That's why I guess they, got some have to separate themselves from me so badly, just like a Eb or Tequila. I take it all the way back. Like, they're trying to replicate something they had genuine with niggas like me and you, and they never. I'm gonna bring up a Nicole for you, your ex-wife, and who you just named, and whoever else really, because
Bro.
if you get enough time, you are authentically a nigga who give a fuck, and you can't get that on the market. That's how I got that Felicia at 21 when she was 37. Like, that's how I got it. She could be with niggas who made way more money than me. She made 100 plus when I met her. Her husband made like 300 to 400. Together they had businesses. Her house was paid. She had several cars. This at 21. She could be with niggas. She
Right.
fucked with a nigga because she could be herself. She could be comfortable. And for the first time, we shared the same birthday, bro. Which was a good thing and a bad thing, because she got the way we ended. I was fucking with Sarah. Sarah. And she got her uncle to tap into my emails, bro. Who worked for the CIA. She told me, nigga. She told me some shit. I don't know if you ever heard something like this. She said, "You don't love me. You love the idea of me." I said, "Ooh, wee. Shit."
Oh yeah, that bitch been listening to some old hoes talk. That's all that is.
She was 37. She was 37 out of 21. So when I started fucking with her, she was about 39, because it was like a year and a half after I initially made contact, and that's the first time I heard a bitch say, "Oh no, baby, I'm married."
Stupid ass. Wait, what you doing, ho? With your dumb ass trying to break on me and your stupid ass clothes. Sorry, get behind me, mustache ho.
Damn.
But no, that was the whole. That shit goddamn be, bro. Like. Just these hoes in general, period, bro. Like, I can think of all the hoes I done dealt with. Just counting the ones who was like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm gonna be alright. But you think just because you done this and that, I'm gonna be, bro. Ain't none of them hoes and nothing. Even my ex-wife, bro. That bitch is divorced now with two kids, not two different niggas. I know she never seen that for her life. The old bitch I used to date from Tiffany, who thought she had burnt me because she was still fucking with her ex-boyfriend down there in the country. That bitch was getting married to a nigga. That nigga didn't even show up to the church, bro. Like, these hoes ain't had no good luck. Even Crystal, shot the way she handled that shit. She very apologetic. You know, she get her money, but when it come to her goddamn relationship, that nigga she replaced me with, that nigga when she called me at your house that day, and Roberts, and that nigga told nigga, this my girl, nigga. Like, that nigga beat her motherfucking ass, like, cracked her skull with a goddamn pistol. Like, and that nigga ended up committing suicide in front of her.
Can I ask you this?
Hoes don't go on to have nothing prosperous, bro. Like, when you try to look over me or step over me or treat me like, oh yeah, nigga, you very replaceable. Bro, these whole lives ain't went nowhere. Like, Shawty gonna be strung out on some drugs somewhere. She gonna be a flat out hoe.
I got a personal question.
Mm-hmm.
Based off what you just told me, when you found out that this happened to her, what was your thoughts? I ain't gonna try to lead your thought process, but
It wasn't even, to be honest with you,
yeah,
it wasn't even nothing. I wasn't even thinking about it like that back then. I still had my shit going. My life was going too smooth to even laugh at a bitch or anything. I didn't feel no type of way about that shit.
okay.
Like,
now
real,
now that you
real,
said that,
like, I went like, oh, that's what you get. I just started really putting shit in perspective the older I got. And I heard them stories long time ago, but I'm like, damn, these hoes really, when you step over me and you're trying to treat me like I'm expendable, bro, your life just don't go where the fuck you think it's going. Because you didn't handle the situation we had the right way. And I started looking at it like that because that's how I started looking at certain shit that was going on in my own life. So it was like, it was situations that I just didn't do the right thing when it came to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got there. I had to pay for that shit. It wasn't necessarily with one of these hoes. I always gave these hoes decent respect. I always treated these hoes like they wanted to be treated when I was with them. It was just more so my other handlings in life. Like, it might have been a business situation that I didn't handle the right way. It might have been, oh, okay, don't take that. That might cost you more than what you actually gonna get. Like, don't do that.
I got two questions.
And I wasn't listening. So with them hoes, I felt like them hoes got what they got because of how they dealt with me.
I got two questions.
I honestly didn't feel shit.
I got two questions for you. Now the first one was why I was saying I ain't want to lead you. The first initial question was when you found out that something had happened like that to the bitch. Your words was like you ain't had time to laugh or all that. Did you ever have an inkling in you that said, "Ooh, I want to revenge whoever did this to the woman I loved and called my wife"? Did you ever feel that feeling at all? Nope. See, bitches.
Because I could have done it. I could have done the same way, the same shit, the same way the South Side feel about me. Because of some of the shit she said, I could throw the same shit back off on her. I didn't care though, bro. Because folk were looking at that shit. They were like, you can say what you want to say, but all these niggas was saying, I'm with every other child except this one. So
no, I'm talking about defend. No, I'm talking about like do something to the nigga who did something to her. That's what I'm talking about. Like defending her. Like, oh, this nigga hurt my woman. Oh no.
Oh hell no.
I'ma go get this nigga who hurt my woman. Like, I still love this woman. She still
hell no.
okay.
Hell no.
Copy. Now, the second part is because I've never heard another male ever speak of this because I ain't never asked one. Do you feel or know in your how do you feel about the aspect of is a woman really truly your woman or the woman that you supposed to be with that if you go through you said if you treated her right and you did right by her but it might be something else in your life, to me that speaks to the fucked upness of the woman that didn't support you through your troubled times or whatever the fuck that wasn't when shit was going its best. If they get the fuck on doing your worst, that's how they talk about how a man or a woman is perceived at the end. It's not in your good times, it's when shit is hard, nigga.
So you just gonna ease your fuck ass way over because you see the police. You gay ass nigga. And I knew you was gonna do it. But go ahead, bro, my bad. I just but this tragic, by the way these niggas drive, bro, this shit.
What you heading into the city? What you heading into the city?
I'm headed to the bill.
What I was saying was, I heard a quote. They say Martin Luther King say, nigga, like a person isn't judged off when things are going good. It's when they have to face adversity and tough times. That's the real character of a man or a woman. And to me, it seems like the people in your life, women especially, and I'm no different, that in the times of adversity and when things were hard, they turn their back on you. That's not God-like, nigga. That's not a woman's role to just the grass is greener somewhere else, nigga. That's never been the case. Like little terms that I grew up hearing, I get it now. Them hoes, they don't get it, man. Men get shit more than women do, bro. Let's just be straight up. We get it. We understand it, man. They want to play pretendo. Imagination station. I can make it what I want. You know how you can crush any woman that you know? I don't care what she doing. Unless she's living her dream. Ask them what you wanted to be when you was 8, 9 years old. I bet none of what she got going on is that. So guess what? You're a failure. Just the way you look at me and judge and look at, no, you're a failure. Sorry. You didn't achieve anything. You're getting by. But let me make it clear. It's men like me and him and other men who make this shit work. From the railroads to the big trucks driving 18-wheelers that even though hoes do it, it's a male-dominated construction, road work, nigga, electrician work, plumbing, heating and vac, niggas who get your trash, niggas who goddamn do lawn service, maintenance men. That's who make the world go round. It's gonna get to a point where y'all hoes gonna have to hope a nigga choose you to survive. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That shit you going through, the shit I've been through, we shouldn't have to go through this, bro. Cause a bitch can't make nothing go around. Yes, they got pussy. That is the saving grace for a lot of women. They have pussy on their body and they will give it to you. Outside of that, she serves no purpose.
Right.
And when you find one of them ones, which I know a few still, that they plumbing has been snatched out, and you can mutt and gut the way you want. Oh yeah, that's all you got to look forward to right now.
Right.
Women don't talk about that online. They got them pipes goddamn pulled out on that last baby, and you can skeet and yeek. It's a lot of niggas who don't know nothing about skeeting in the bitch, bro. They don't know anything. They've only wore a condom having sex their whole life.
Right.
A nigga find out the condom bust and he'll stop, pull out, hey, I gotta stop. I don't have another condom. She say, it's okay. He said, no. I listen to the song. They say safe sex. You right. Do your thing, bro. Y'all hoes gonna have to get to a point of having to survive, and a lot of y'all ain't worth protecting. When you talk about putting a gun in their hand when shit hit the fan, it's gonna be a lot of friendly fire we gotta do on our own hoes, and they gonna be bad. They gonna have them titties and that ass. Oh my God. But I'm gonna have to burn that bitch, bro. Cause that bitch over there talking to the enemy, man. That bitch gonna sell us out. that bitch gonna sell us out, bro. Cause,
for real. That's the whole thing, even about just be telling bitches about being too friendly. You have a bitch like that, you look at this shit, that what happened when these bitches fall out with these niggas. You think about when that hoe fell out with, when the sweetie hoe fell out with Quavo, that hoe started fucking with Lil Baby for a minute. You see Freddie Gill's baby mama, the porn bitch, when she fell out with that nigga, she over there with Benny the Butcher and goddamn going on academic show and shit. Like, these hoes, they can't get out their emotions. That's the whole thing. They are the weak link.
When you say nasty work,
They are the weak link. And
yeah.
these niggas dumb as hell.
Cause the pussy though, right? Make it clear.
Kissing on this hoe. And she definitely put out he like his ass, eh? So what did that equal up to? Like,
Hell you talking about? Bro. Bro, I'ma confess it on camera. Ain't no hoe, whether if she was lying, she had to lie. But you know I questioned her several times. Bitch, do you eat ass? And do you want your ass? Have you had your ass eaten? I've asked this. Other niggas don't. Bitches who want a nigga in a certain type of bitch think everything ass related is out of bounds. I prefer that one over when I ask that question, that bitch starts smiling. You know, oh my. Oh my. If that bitch say she eat the she didn't say the gooch. I said eat ass, and that bitch say, yeah, I've never had it personally. I've been around with hoes I wasn't fucking with, was in a group conversation and been like, yeah, I don't know any black women that I know personally that I've asked that didn't find that the most disgusting thing they could think about, because most heterosexual men do not keep up with hygiene. I won't go into detail, but if you do a fingernail test on that nigga nuts and just scrape across, that shit is black. That nigga just in the shower, man. That nigga really not. Y'all don't ask niggas what they bathe with. Do they use the same rag for their face and the rest of their body and whatever? I know bitches got regiments. Niggas, they got bar of soap like Charles Barkley, nigga. And that nigga said it almost had an accident. What do you mean by that, Charles? What do you mean you almost had an accident with a bar of soap, B? What does that mean? And then niggas talked about niggas sharing the bar of soap. Now, personal bar of soap is your thing, cool. But if you got a shared bar of soap, it's a no-go.
Right.
I grew up around white people. When I hear what comedians be like, white folk don't use wash rags, that's not a stereotype. They don't use wash rags. Them folk got shampoo and conditioner in there before they got regular soap. And if they got soap, they got a bar, and that bitch got pelvic hairs in it. Oh no. They use the bar on their body. Next level. Most niggas have never stayed at a white person's house in their life. I've stayed at white people's house, bro. That shit different, bro. Everything different over that way. Man, see, I'm about to start I said something about, overheard Candler Road bitch say, this white boy, he talk black. I never had a white boy. I ain't never tried no pink meat. Man, I said, man. I said, yeah, whatever you talking about sound like you need some good management. I don't need no pimp. I ain't say a pimp. I said management. I said, there's a song, look it up on your phone when you get off, called Pimpin' is No Illusion. I said, go look that up. I said, I believe in a time when y'all bitches didn't have no money. I don't believe. I said, you ain't good with managing money. How the hell you know that? I said, shit. I want to bitch you here. Hell you talking about? If you used to be a stripper and now you work at Clippers, oh, you going backwards. You didn't have good management around you. Hell you talking about? Come on, right or wrong, big dog. Right or wrong. You used to be a stripper.
Sound legitimate to me.
You got 5 kids. You work where I work, and I only came up here because I work a minute and a half away from this motherfucker. You come from the east side and have to leave at a certain time because you got a set of twins. That's
right.
Little. Like, bro. And her baby dad is standing on business in prison. Okay. All right. Standing on business. She said standing on business. I said, oh, what does that consist of? Not being there? Oh. Like, if that's the wave, that's the wave now. Man, I really feel like, and I'm gonna ask my nigga on camera, hey man, how you feel about these bitches who wanna hoe off and do whatever they do, really like using them for a while, and at least for the year, and getting our money up, getting some hoes together, some good dancers, some good motherfucking women who, escort dancers. I really want to just do dances where I can do private parties, have them hoes promote, and whatever we do outside of them dancing, they just promote. I can come with the food. I fuck with the moving, the yard work, whatever the fuck going on that we can make money on, the cleaning. This is shit that I do. I always talk about making money on shit I do anyway. Nigga, if you a clean nigga, you got to clean up. If you're a nigga who like to eat, you gonna cook something. If I had a yard, nigga, I'm gonna get out there myself because I just don't believe unless this shit super big and I ain't got it. But if I got 3, 4, 5 acres, nigga, I got enough to have a ride lawnmower on that motherfucker. I just been a nigga who been self-sufficient. My mama told me one time, and I wanted to bring it up in her face about cleaning up. She said, sometimes if you want something done, you got to do it yourself. Yeah. I believe it. She used to come behind a nigga and be like, oh, yeah, you talking about? I be like, bruh, you didn't mop this part. I said, oh man, I be wanting to say it. I've been slick mouth from a little nigga. I'm like, ooh, ooh. Man, I could have sworn, nigga. I could have. Oh my God, what happened? Bitch, what happened? What happened? Bro, I've been that nigga nigga since a little kid, bro. I ain't never been going with what a bitch was talking about, bro. From the whoever raised me in the world, like everybody else was on that, hey, this the person who had you. You just gotta give them grace. I'm like, not if they fucking up. What the fuck is you talking about? Like,
I don't even say my grace on.
like, bro, you out here get like niggas always been on some the woman you gotta we my mama and grandma and them told me like you respect women and da da da. They ain't say buy shit and take care of and all this other old shit people were talking about that's traditional. Yeah, if you was somebody's wife. If you're not, you don't get that. There's no nigga on the internet since Kevin Samuels that's saying it flat out. If you're not someone's wife, you don't get all that shit of traditionalness. You don't get it. Protection and the black woman is the most. Where's the representation of you at? You don't have. Every woman is supposed to be represented by a man, not herself. They think it's some other way. We live in a world where God don't come strike you down when you say on God and on this and this and this and that. God don't really actually. You just, some people doing all right, and they the most fucked up people in the world. And niggas who trying to do it in a godly way, it's gonna be suffering, bro. I'm just talking about my own walk, bro. It's suffering in trying to do this shit righteous and being righteous to the people. Nigga, these folk is dirty style like a motherfucker. When the niggas say dirty work, bro, it's niggas who. Bro, it's men and women who don't get no fuck, bro. They know they dying. And when a nigga caught up with that thought, a nigga was like, bro, I'm going to be as treacherous as I can. Fuck them. And no, I've been seeing it. Like, oh, I see what you on, bro. I see what's going on. And when a nigga had made his mind, there was nothing I could tell him. There was nothing I could tell him to be like, because I learned, because I was dealing with early in life, like racism and how white folk really thought we wasn't what the fuck we was and all that. I'm trying to understand that shit. And they like, a person ain't gonna understand till they ready to understand. I didn't get that, bro. I thought that I could be able to say sensible shit to a person and they would let that be the reason. But fuck no, man. And once I got that understanding, I was kind of fucked up, bro. About what the fuck we got going on, bro. We got to deal with shit that ain't reasonable, bro. That's why I be feeling like, why the fuck can't I get the little shit that I want? Because y'all done told me what exists. Y'all got billionaires, trillionaires, niggas who got this, that. Like, nigga, y'all trying to make it like I gotta do something to y'all niggas to get what I want. That's all this world been telling me, nigga. You gotta act like the oppressor to get what you really trying to get. That's what they put. Bro, that what? Hey, talk to me about what get results. Is it a lot of barking and a whole bunch of nothing happening, or is it if there's a goddamn consequence and reaction to the goddamn what going on that keep niggas
Right.
in line? Cause me and you done talk to women. We done, had conversations with women, tried to say what the fuck we was trying to say, and then put hands on them. And did anything change?
No, not at all.
Not at all. But they know good and goddamn well when that white man say this and say that. Oh, ask the bitches who talk tough to 12 and see how it went for them. Not just talk tough, spit and kicked and did all the shit they did to me and you off camera. Ask them how that shit went, man. Shit got different.
Right.
When a man can put his knee in your neck and he ain't just like you're not resisting, so I'm gonna keep it easy. Nah, he pressing his body weight. That nigga like 225 on your ass. He George Floyd in your ass out there. You better be easy.
Mm-hmm. No, for real.
Hey Alexa, stop music. Alexa, stop music.
Oh shit. Good nigga just this shit be so crazy. Just navigating this shit. It's really just sit back and see how this life shit works. Like I wish I was a nigga who goddamn was able to see this shit really like what I see now. They usually not how it happens. You might have some young prodigies, but sometimes I wish I'd have seen this shit at about like 12, 13. And a lot more different shit would have been prioritized than the shit I actually did prioritize.
That's serious. That's why I talk about our elders didn't do us nothing, bro. They got down with the program. Niggas retiring from companies. Them folk don't give a fuck about us.
And that shit is hilarious. So
Giving our labor, giving our time, giving our skill set to make their ass rich, bro. That's all niggas been doing.
that's it. If you look at this stuff, I don't want to waste half the time I wasted with you guys. Niggas get them epiphanies though, bro. And that shit come like a lightning bolt. And but when a bitch don't know, they think they one thing, and she said herself, And I'm gonna remind her of that. I'm gonna say that, but you say once men know how to do something, men and women doing something be totally different. When a man master it, he's gonna do it better than a woman. And I'm gonna remind her, that time you was walking around being all like you didn't care, you don't care. Oh what? When you come back home from this way, you ain't gonna be back. I'm flying out Friday. She ain't get back Sunday. But when I touch back down on Tuesday, then you going out of town that next weekend, but you have no idea on what don't. You about to really know what don't kill look like. You literally about to know what it looks like. Hey, see you later. I do say. And so you really gonna see what don't kill look like. I really don't think you're prepared for it, for real, for real.
Oh, this the question. Are you gonna do a bitch like they'll do you when you done with a bitch? Are you gonna block her from your phone, social media, and all that?
No, I'm gonna leave the lines wide open to tell, so you can tell me how you fucked up. I ain't gonna respond to it, but I'm definitely gonna leave the line of communication open because you gonna try to sneak your way back into it. That you gonna suffer, and that's the one thing about you. I said, you crazy if you think you ain't gonna be able to have sex with me no more. It's like I don't know what makes you feel like that. So confident, like, bro, no, bro. That's what kills it. That's how you know it's over. I want you to know it's over. I don't want not lingering around for no sex. I ain't never had no problem getting none of that.
Why is that where they classify the importance at of what you gotta keep going? But why are we at a
Because
point?
that's what keep them going, and that's what had them questioning themselves when it comes to dealing with certain niggas. If I'm so bad, how I make it almost 2 years? About to be 2 years. How I make it that far? Like she said the other day, you smart as you is, and you just a damn sexual deviant. That's what they latch to. That's why they always run into these certain type of niggas. And that's why the nigga who really gonna put them in the position they want to be in don't never get chosen. And they don't even realize it's a lifelong battle. Because it's a high chance that you need ain't shit dude searching through sex. Because the dude who had the time, you think about it, bro. Niggas had a lot of downtime in their life and they had practice with this shit. So it takes a certain thing. You think about a certain dude making a certain amount of money. He was caught up in his studies. He was caught up in all that other stuff. That man wasn't dealing with women like that. So yeah, it don't hit different once you get the taste of that. You get a taste of that goddamn. I need you right now, D. You get a taste of that. Well, yeah. I'm gonna say these niggas too lame for her. So you really the blocker of your own blessing because you put sex above everything. You put sex above everything. Because y'all have the discussions online all the time over nigga can't satisfy me sexually. We ain't gonna do nothing. But you gotta take the pros and the cons, baby.
That shit is wild to hear women talk like this, bro. I didn't grow
That's
up
the
with
thing
women
with life.
talking like this, bro.
You take your pros and your cons. You take your pros and your cons, bro. That's what comes with it. Some niggas know how to break your back. The average, I'm figuring it out. The average nigga don't. That's just what it is. So these hoes be stuck with who they want. You either way, you gonna have to compromise. So either you gonna compromise and just make something out of yourself, where you create a situation where you're able to take care of yourself just in case a man can't, or you gonna have to compromise your sex life. Like that's just y'all don't do that to deserve the best of both worlds. So, and she just think I'm gonna hang in the balance and we gonna be continue doing what we was doing beforehand until she try to find a rent to somebody else. No, I'm not about to do that with you, bro.
You think she's smart enough to already have somebody in the works?
Probably just started now. I feel like somebody been in her ear lately. But like she's still scared because she still don't know what that nigga gonna bring to the table. Like Shawty got sent through her bed the first night. Like through her bed. Like even the hotel, like I didn't even really want to. I had kind of got too slippery. But then she done the third filter to get that man right, and she got it in, and she was in the bathroom on the phone. Girl, like, so then once we got to her bed and she got sent through it, so like, okay, this is and the nigga a decent nigga. But now you got something else on your mind. So, hey man, all I tell her, do what you do, bro. I promise you. Like how you be saying, she like saying all the time, well, whether you hear or not, I'm gonna be good. I keep reiterating to her, bro. Whether any one of us is here or not, both of us good. What are you talking about? You. I was like, bro, you just don't know how to you just don't know how to not make a situation about you. I was like, that's gonna be your biggest problem when it comes to certain stuff. I was like, because I done told you a million times, and you can attest to that yourself, Shower. Like I told you, you can attest to that yourself. I done told you the same thing a million times over. I say, what nigga does this? I say, if you see the play I get online, you see how folks look at me when we in real life and I put that shit on, you be feeling some type of way. So it ain't nothing for me to find another woman. That's not what I'm interested in. I don't care about that, bro. Unless a bitch comes with some M to the table.